Hallo, du Lieber, ich bin total aufgeregt, weil ich habe etwas zu teilen und es ist mal wieder krass bei mir, weil ich gleichzeitig wieder 1000 Sachen, also wenn die Impulse so sprudeln und ich mich nicht krampfhaft zurückhalte, dann kommt echt alles auf einmal. Und ich bleibe jetzt bei dem, was ich hier weitergeschnitten habe. Ich setze dieses Video jetzt vorne dran. Im Folgenden kriegst du so ein paar Ausschnitte von dem, worum es geht, weil ich habe einen mega geilen Kontakt zu einer Frau bekommen. Das hat sich ergeben. Wir waren zusammen in Norditalien in Damanhur in der Gemeinschaft 10 Tage auf so einem Retreat. Und sie kommt aus Amerika und ich bin schon lange auf der Suche nach einer Person, ich wollte keinen klassischen Gesangsunterricht, weil ich will keine Sängerin werden, sondern mir ging es darum, jemanden zu finden, der damit quasi arbeitet. Und plötzlich war sie da. Ich hatte kurz vor Italien, vor dem Start der Reise, noch eine Bekannte von mir gefragt, die sag mal, letztes Jahr hattest du mir da gesagt, du hättest jemanden für Online-Trainings, Voice Instructor. Und habe mir die Nummer, glaube ich, schicken lassen, habe aber den Kontakt nicht hergestellt. Und in Damanhur in Norditalien gab es dann diese Unterhaltung. Und die Frau, die Carol, hat zu mir gesagt, ja, komm, wir machen das hier, während wir hier sind. Irgendwann an einem Nachmittag kriegen wir schon einen Moment hin. Weil ich wollte eigentlich nur wissen, okay, was ist denn mit meiner Stimme? Gibt es da was mit zu tun? Weil, ne, ich mein Kehlchakra, das ist die Stelle in unserem Körper, wo wir unsere Wahrheit, wenn wir die nicht sprechen durften, dann merken wir das hier, Nacken, Kehle, Hals, Wirbelsäule, all diese Bereiche hier, Schilddrüsen-OP, ne? Hm. Durfte meine Wahrheit nicht sagen. Und das möchte ich intensiv natürlich in Heilung begleiten oder auch so ein bisschen, wir brauchen ja die Trigger, dass sich Dinge auslösen können, so ein Stück weit auch, ne? Weil nur wenn wir uns zurück in diese Yogi-Höhle ziehen für 800 Jahre und keine Berührung mit nichts weiter haben, also schneller geht es meiner Meinung nach im Kontakt, ja, mit Impulsen. Das Außen ist so ein schönes, dienendes, ja, Räumchen, um sich selbst begegnen zu dürfen, in der Reflexion natürlich. Und ja, also im Grunde möchte ich dich einladen, dieses Video hier zu Ende zu schauen. Dann kriegst du eine Idee, einen Geschmack, weil letztendlich haben wir es natürlich nicht in Italien geschafft, sondern uns online via Zoom getroffen. Nach dem ersten Zoom dachte ich, Mensch, das möchte ich teilen mit dir hier, mit dem Evolution Now Tribe. Und ähm, es ist einfach geil. Und der Kurs ist am Entstehen. Also ich habe noch gar kein Produkt, kann ihn noch gar nicht verkaufen, aber es sind schon etliche Lektionen jetzt da, weil ich einfach, ja, Bock habe. Und wenn du Lust hast, über deine Stimme mehr in Kontakt mit deinem Körper zu kommen, Carol und ich unterhalten uns auf Englisch. Du siehst es gleich. Im Anschluss kannst du, wenn du Englisch nicht so ganz fit mit bist, wunderbar auch mit den Untertiteln arbeiten und dabei sein. Schau mal rein und wenn du Interesse hast, mit uns beiden, mit der Carol und mir zusammen da den Weg zu gehen, dann schreib mir eine E-Mail info@transformiere.de oder du antwortest einfach auf meinen Newsletter. Das geht auch. Ich wünsche dir viel Spaß. Bei den nächsten paar Minuten sind ein paar Lacher mit dabei. Wunderschönes Tool, mit vollen Lungen der Stimme auf allen Ebenen Raum zu geben, um das zu zeigen und zu teilen, was wir wirklich sind.
Yes. So, shall we take some breaths together?
Yes,
10, 20, we'll see.
yes.
Give it a try. Okay. So, you can start with just one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, and just notice where you're breathing into. Notice where the breath starts. Relax the jaw. You want the jaw to be nice and relaxed so that this is a bigger, wider opening, bigger opening than these two little holes here, right?
Also es ist wichtig, den Mund mehr zu öffnen wie die kleinen Nasenlöcher. Wir
Yeah.
wollen.
Yeah, and often the sinuses are congested, and so that also blocks the air from coming in.
So we need we need to get out of the stuff in our nose. What do you mean?
No,
And the
it's
jar is opening.
yeah, the reason why we breathe through the mouth is because it's a wider opening. It filters the energy down into the body, so it's more body activating, and it's just a bigger receptacle for air than your nostrils. And oftentimes the sinuses are also congested, which blocks the air from coming in. So we want to breathe in and out through the mouth.
Genau, also es geht darum, warum ist es wichtig, durch den Mund zu atmen, weil der Mund natürlich eine größere Öffnung ist. Dafür ist es ganz wichtig, dass dein Kiefer entspannt ist, dass der Mund schön aufgehen kann. Also, und wir tendieren dazu, den immer wieder zuzumachen. Also lass ihn offen und entspannt. Dann lockert sich auch dein Becken. Und es geht darum, möglichst viel Luft reinzulassen, damit sich die Lungen natürlich auch gut füllen können mit frischem Sauerstoff. Und sonst sind hier die Nebenhöhlen oder das ist meistens kleiner, schmaler und vielleicht auch geblockt, deshalb den offenen Mund, entspannter Kiefer. Genau.
And it's also an opportunity to relax this jaw that often has tension, which we're going to get into in future lessons. So the air comes up through the throat resonance. Certain things are happening here with the air molecules as the air molecules bounce around in the throat. And then the air comes up, hits the soft palate, and the soft palate amplifies that sound. The sound also the air molecules also bounce around inside the mouth resonance, and things happen there. And then there's a lot of things that are happening, right?
Yeah.
And then we get the sound and the quality and the tone and the pitch and the range and all the things of the voice, right? So this is very fundamental, right? So whoosh, here comes the air, sound frequencies, hits the soft palate, wah, 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 out comes the voice.
You are great, Carol. Wow, I need to do something with it for my whole community.
Okay, I'd be happy to. So the cheek muscles, we want these to be strong because we want to be able to reach high notes. We have to lift the soft palate. When the soft palate is lifted, it helps us to reach higher notes. It helps us to sing those notes on pitch. It, of course, helps to create more volume and better quality of sound, which is what we just talked about. So, but it also helps with the pitch. So if we want to sing higher pitches and expand our range, when we lift the cheeks, it lifts the soft palate. We can also independently just lift the soft palate, like you said. I can move my
but
soft
I can feel it. I can feel it.
You can. Good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. It lifts the soft palate. Yeah. So we strengthen these cheek muscles. We do some exercises for those. And then also the nose muscles, these ones here, like when you scrunch up your nose, like you smelled something bad, or somebody said yesterday, one of my students said yesterday, it's like when you don't understand someone, like, what?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. So
lifting up as well.
Yeah. So put your two fingers here on the sides of the bridge of the nose, and then scrunch that up. You feel them pop out? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Good. So those nose muscles there. When we lift the cheeks and scrunch the nose, it like scrunching these nose muscles up helps to lift the soft palate even higher, so we can hit even higher notes. It helps us to reach even higher notes, pitches.
Now I know why the singers are looking like that. Like that. Yeah, like that. Yes, you know. I was always wondering, what are they doing?
Yes, exactly.
Pimping their voice. Okay, now I got it.
Yes, it's technique. It's
Yeah.
technique, and it also, when we lift the cheeks, it shows emotion. When we're happy, when we're sad, when we're mad, every
Yeah.
every emotion we have, the cheeks go up. Those wounded parts are the ones that are so quick to react,
Yeah.
you know, and we don't even give our higher selves a chance to be in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have to get that part of ourselves back into the forefront, right? Bring
Yeah.
it back home and put that higher self, that all wise knowing self back in charge of the wounded parts from a compassionate place,
Yeah.
right? Not from like, oh, I have to get rid of those parts, or, you know, doing anything to make those parts feel wrong or bad, because there are no bad parts, which is right. There's no bad parts. All of these parts of us have just been trying to keep us safe
Yes.
and protect us for the most part. Yeah. So it's like this whole inner family dynamic that's going on. There's, you know, different parts, you know, relate to each other in ways, and so we have to bring our conscious awareness to what's going on inside
Yeah.
this house
Yes.
of orphans.
Carol, I love you. We are so much aligned in on our way going.
Good.
It's great.
Yes, I love it. Yes, awesome. Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. It's
My
beautiful.
mother always said, put your belly in, squeeze it in.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, that's a whole yeah. There's that whole thing that women, I always talk to women about this because most women don't breathe in their belly. And so it takes a little time and practice for them to give their bodies permission to open up, you know, because we've been conditioned over the decades and centuries to suck it in. I mean, it started with what, well, I don't know if it where it started, but definitely corsets, you know, those
Yeah.
they would string around the women's waist so that they would have that hourglass shape, you know? And so sucking it all in here. And then that turned into, like, my mother used to wear a girdle. We called it a girdle, which was like a very similar, but a thing that you would snap around your waist. And now we have Spanx. Do you know Spanx? Spanx is the modern day girdle. It's like elastic that you pull up. It's like a shorts, but it's meant to hold the belly in. So when you wear a dress, you have a nice flat
Yeah,
belly.
yeah, 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 genau. With
You know?
different levels of Titan
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, Spanx. Well, the brand name is Spanx. But here's the thing, right? It's all women's power is in the lower body. This is where we create from.
Yeah,
You And so, you know, with all the, as we want to say toxic masculinity or the, you know, the patriarchy, you know, cutting us off from our power for centuries,
yeah,
you know, to keep us in that submissive kind of position. And
yeah,
so it's really important for women to allow themselves in cultures all over the world, other than, you know, Western and civilized cultures, you know, we're all sucking the bellies in. But in tribal culture and indigenous cultures, a full belly is a sign of beauty and power. And, you know, that maternal nurturing, you know, women are meant to be soft and round,
yeah,
you know, not rigid and sucked in. So, you know, training on unlearning that sucking in and relearning, giving your body permission to just open, let it open, let it be relaxed.
Do you
So,
have 1 minute for showing when the breast isn't that open? How does anybody can figure it out?
oh yeah. Good, excellent. Just notice how that feels in your body.
Yeah, and the concentration of the energy is not only here anymore. It's more in the whole body
Mm-hmm. Good.
flowing.
Nice. Nice. I love that. Nice. Yeah, so we can think of this as, in your case, a relaxation exercise. So attention and letting go, and really focusing on that letting go and full, complete relaxation and holding it there, and really letting go of everything, right? Letting the
Sorry.
shoulders drop. It's okay. Yeah. Let's practice also not apologizing for yawning, for not covering the mouth when we yawn, right? These are conditioned responses that are contrary to what the body is wanting and needing. When we yawn, the body is literally asking for more oxygen and energy because it needs it. Yes. So when we yawn, just let it be a big yes and really exaggerate the yawn. And don't cover the mouth. Okay, if you want to do that when you're in public and you feel like you need to be polite or whatever, polite, go for it. But when you're alone or we're in lessons or, you're around people that you're familiar or comfortable with, screw it. Just open your mouth, let that air and oxygen come in and energy come in. Don't cover it up. And don't apologize.
You triggered me.
I know. Yawns are funny like that. Yawns are interesting like that. Like they're contagious. It's also, I learned that it's also an indication of one's level or depth of empathy. Right? When if I yawn and you didn't yawn, then it could be an indication of like a lack of empathy. Yep. But most people do, like it's that contagion kind of like, oh, so you saw somebody or you heard somebody yawn and immediately you do it. Yeah.
That's me.
It is. It's part of our like invisible connectedness as a species, as humans, right? As the human tribe, the human pack, the Homo sapien pack. Like it's just one of those things that just happens. Yeah. So they actually use, I don't know if you've heard that before, but they actually use that to test criminals.
No, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
If there is a lack of empathy. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
I need to test it as well on several
levels. Yes. Yeah, we can test it with the people we're dating. Yeah. Good. Awesome. Yay.
Thank you. See you next time.
Right, sister. Mwah.